That was a weird. We had to cut. We lost
that
like
because
3
the
minutes of footage.
Nijisanji
Sorry about
English
that.
segment accounted for only 19% of company-wide sales, they wouldn't be affected that much. Imagine taking financial advice from Goldman Sachs. Because they kind of were. Not just a little bit, quite a lot. Because as you can see from this chart here, this wasn't a minimal loss of market value. Their share price tumbled 10% throughout the course of this whole controversy. This is the graduation announcement, it tumbled. Then they thought, okay, we saw the worst of it, we're cool. And then ironically, on the 7th, they put out the document saying, hey, this financial impact's gonna be negligible, guys, don't worry. And then, boom! Minus 10%, wiping $152 million off their
That's
market
right.
cap. Now, yes, as I mentioned earlier, the company's worth over $2 billion, but losing 10% of your stock price will never, ever look good for any investor. Any color believes terminating Selen Tatsuki won't negatively impact finance. Minus 10%. That's crazy.
It's not
but
over
while this
either.
is looking very rough for Nijisanji right now, the good news is that it's not the case for Dokibird. It's a happy ending for her, thankfully. She got a manager, and she cried when they told her that from now on she can actually get sponsors to fund her projects instead of paying everything out of pocket. You see, it turns out that she spent over $200,000 just last year funding her own projects that Nijisanji would not fund themselves. According to her accountant, her mother, she made $0 last year. that's how crazy it was. Her return stream that was done a few days after she came back on her Dokibird account had over 120,000 concurrent viewers for like 2 hours straight. It didn't drop at all.
We did it, boys.
And if you're not familiar with
We
streaming,
win.
that's extremely impressive. Like esports events might get that kind of view count. And when she ended her stream, the total viewers that tuned in were around 1.1 million. And Nijisanji could have never predicted any of this because they're so stupid. They could have been by her side celebrating her success if they just supported her and didn't abandon her the way they did. But hey, she's free now and she's taking it all very well. This right here is a quote from one of her most recent streams. She said, so apparently the new Suicide Squad, oh, very poor choice of name considering recent events. Anyway, so she's taking it really well, which is great. She also did a vote to see what she should call her viewers now that she's Dokibird again, and they all voted Dragoons. And she said, well, screw it, it's not like it's copyrighted anyway. So the Dragoons live on. Meanwhile, this just came out very recently. Nijisanji is still struggling to keep this crisis under control. There was a huge Mario Kart 8 event planned with many of their VTubers, and they postponed it. Because in their words, they want to dedicate our full attention to prioritizing and ensuring the quality of our livers' well-being.
Yeah, right. Why you be lying like that?
Where were you when Selen needed your support? Very good question. This just seems like crazy damage control, and I doubt anything in management will change. I hope it does, but for the most part, it's just another corporation. Because just one day after she got terminated, they posted merch announcements. I don't think anything's gonna change. Wait, I feel like my dog communicates and understands better than this company.
For sure.
Oh my god. Look, if you're a viewer or a VTuber, there are two things you should take away from all this controversy. The first one being never, ever, under any circumstances, trust a corporation. And the second lesson, which I think is way more important than the first one, is that no matter how bad things are looking for you right now, there's never any circumstance in which you should attempt to take your own life. Less than 2 months ago, Doki almost took her own life because of how bad things were. And now, less than 2 months later, she is the happiest she could have ever been, never able to guess that she'd be here right now. So if you also feel like you're at the darkest point of your life, just tell yourself this. Hold on a while longer. In a month from now, you could be the happiest person
100%.
ever. Hey, you got this. Don't give up. Let's go. Thank you so much.
All right, that was great. That was really good. Love the video. Let me grab the link here. Post it. Oh, by the way, Miss Psycho, I actually have my own Discord now. If you are wondering, I got out of Bob's. Well, he invited me back for menial reasons. It was a long story. Me and him are cool, but I got my own now. if you want to join mine. But let me go ahead and post the link. This was good.